All right, so the question is, do two triplexes in South Florida fit the co-living model?
Mm-hmm.
This is close to West Palm Beach, right?
Yes.
And so if you could, in the chat again, just shoot over the address. I had the tab open, it looks like it closed. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're just gonna look big picture, like at the map, pull up some PadSplit data, and then we'll look at some more like room specifics.
Now,
All right, so it's two triplexes, and you said they're both paid off 100%.
Yes. He bought both of them cash.
Okay.
So it's 808 South Broadway. It's spelled Broadway wrong. Lantana, Florida. And then it's 804 South Broadway, Lantana, Florida. And then
Okay.
a few videos of the property. I sent it in the chat that we
All
have.
right, so I'm going to put up on the maps. Go Montana, Florida. Yeah, so it's like West Palm,
Mm-hmm.
Montana, Florida. So just to circle back, we're going to look at like the bus stops again.
Mm-hmm.
That's is one of the bigger first things we're going to look at. Bus stops, and then just see what type of jobs are around. Like, is it built up, or is it your neighbors are like a mile away on both sides? But we could quickly see here plenty of bus stops all around. And like one thing that tells us is how dense the city views the population as. Like they're not going to just put a bunch of bus stops for fun, right?
Yeah, I
They're
think
going
where the
to
house is right beside the city town center. That little circular area with Lantana Pizza is, then that's the town center or something like that. Town of Lantana, yeah, like that, something like that.
okay,
okay.
So it's very centralized, which is good. Winn-Dixie's right there, not too far, stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. So definitely a good area. I'm sure plenty of retail jobs around here as well, near the water, the beaches and stuff. All right, and then real quick on here, this we'll look at other photos, but good amount of parking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you said this is the first triplex and this is the second right here.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and then on here, what is the bed bath on this triplex?
So it's 6 bedrooms, 3 baths for both units, for both triplexes, I would say.
Okay, so
12 and 6 total. Is that right?
Yeah, 12 and 6 total for both triplexes.
all right, so we'll look at this first one for simplicity. All right, so basically a 2-1, unit one, unit two, unit three, two beds, one bath, right? They're all equal to all the same.
Yeah,
There's
it's
not like
three,
a
two, one.
studio or anything.
It's 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, 1 bedroom, 1 bath for both.
Okay,
That's how. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Mhm.
Got it. And then so right here, is this what are the entrances like? Is it this is the common hall and then it splits, or does everyone have like a side entrance like over here?
Yeah, everyone had their own entrance. That would be an entrance for the 3-2, the front, and then
Okay,
there's the 1-1 and the 2-1 on the sides. And where you
on
see
the
the palm
sides.
tree, you would
Yeah.
walk through a bit to get in there. But the
Okay.
crazy thing is, this right unit, before the owner bought it, they were running it as a ALF. So they broke down all the walls inside already, for all of the different units. So pretty much right now, if you were to walk into that building, it's completely open, where the units are not being separated by each other. But this
Okay.
only on this.
Go ahead. Yeah, well, I guess then for this, we'll just mostly look at it through the lens of co-living because I can't
Mhm.
confidently comment much on assisted living. Like I know stuff about it. I have friends that do it, but I don't want to tell you anything wrong. But
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it looks like a good area. Looks like you might be able to do some street parking, maybe a little. I don't know.
I know
If
that
this is,
the
yeah,
driveways that are there, like the extra driveway in between the sidewalk, is big enough to hold a car there. So two cars
okay.
could go those areas at least, or it doesn't block the sidewalk.
Yeah, I mean,
2 to 3
so
cars. Yeah.
technically, yeah,
Right
so
there.
four cars here, they would need to coordinate.
Hmm.
Four cars here. So I mean, that's pretty good. And then what is the total square foot of this building right here? Or this
I
house?
believe it's 32, something like that. I said bring it up on the property appraiser real quick.
Okay. All right. And then while you do that, I'm gonna pull up PadSplit and then the calculator. Luke, while I do that, what are some of the things that come to mind what we see so far?
Well, the
And
reason
one
why
of
I
the
brought up,
questions.
oh,
Go ahead.
wait, you mean? Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the reason why I brought up that one unit, the walls are broken down, it'd be a great opportunity to do the co-living there because the walls are already broken down. So maybe it's just about formulating how each room could be set up or extra rooms could be added in order to do a co-living for that specific one. So that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of my questions with the walls being down and there being separate entrances is, do those separate entrances go directly into the bedroom, or are they now just like kind of coming into an open space and then you still got to go into the bedroom? How does that lay out?
Yeah, the okay, can you say the question again? This
Yeah.
didn't yeah.
That's it. So you were saying that there's a 3-1, a 2-1, and a 1-1, right? And each of those had their own separate entrances.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of the walls in the middle of those essentially are taken down. So when you come in let's say you come in the entrance to the 3-1, does that go straight into a bedroom now, or does it open up into just the open space? And then the same with the other. So are there three separate entrances that just come into an open space?
Yeah, so it's three separate entrances that comes to open space. But pretty much the layout, the rooms and everything are still the same. It's just that they took the
Yeah.
walls down. So if you were to go to any of the entrances of the units, you could walk like to the front of the house, walk to the back of the unit, either or. And then there's a
Okay.
video
Yeah.
shows one of them shows that being happening where you walk right through the whole unit, on at least
Okay.
that one. So.
Because we know, like, if those entrances or two of them, let's say, go straight into a room, we can make a room out of that. If they did,
Um,
they can they could be rented at a premium.
hmm, that's a good idea. I would say not right now, it's not set up that way, but especially the 1-1, that could be easily reconfigured into doing that again.
Yeah.
Um, so that's the best thing I could say with that. But they're not set up that way right now. It's just open space. It's like you
So
would
when
walk.
Dustin pulls these numbers up, we'll kind of keep that in mind a little bit here of different things we could do to up these rents.
Hmm.
And so here, 33462, it's not an established zip code yet. It's gray. We were talking about it a little bit yesterday. It's up and coming. So we can look at other benchmarks. This is just on PadSplit. Number of units, number of bedrooms. So 278. Not a ton of data, but just a bench, some sort of reference point. On this one, also for, I think this is kind of skewed, so we probably wouldn't even really look at this.
Hmm.
Um, 33411 is probably fairly accurate. You could dig more into like Zillow, what they're showing rent by the room, Furnish
Hmm.
Finder, what they're showing rent by the room. But this 10 bedrooms, 283. And so we'll just keep looking at it from the lens of just one triplex, just
Okay.
nice and simple.
Yeah.
And so you said 3,200 square foot, ballpark
Yeah.
3,000, just ballpark. Luke,
Yeah.
what are you thinking bed bath so far based on what we know? Or total
I
beds, I
think
mean.
I think we should be able to add at least a few of them. I mean, we're probably going to need to get to 8 or 9 to make it work.
Yeah. I was thinking like at this, and then if
Yeah,
you were to
at
sell
least.
one, yeah, if you were to sell one, Mo, how much do you think?
Uh, I'm sorry, sell one. Oh, for one property, the value of one?
Yeah,
I would, well, are you talking about what the seller wants or what I think it's worth?
I guess both.
Okay, so, well, the seller, he wanted, I'll say 900 per unit, 900K per triplex.
And you said it probably closer to seven.
Yeah, probably like 750 around there.
Okay. All right. So we'll just split the difference.
Let's call it 800.
Hmm.
And Mo, you have this, you should have access to this calculator, but I could send it to you if not. And then you said he's open to seller finance potentially.
He's 100% open to seller finance.
Have you talked at all about like what percent down or anything like that?
He wants a bigger down payment, because he's kind of doesn't feel comfortable with doing second seller's carry.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that we're trying to figure out how the best way to do it, either by doing the, I don't know, lease option or whatever ways that can be done. I know that an option was to do like an operating agreement that puts him still in first. If we don't pay him back in that time frame, he would
Yeah.
become owner again, and that puts him in front of the the
Yeah, like
the
a trigger.
yeah. So that was something that we were discussing. So at this point now, we're just trying to figure out the numbers and move forward accordingly.
All right. So we would, of course, need to see floor plans or some sort of like digging into that. So this is speculative at the moment. This is 10 beds, assuming all of it is shared bathrooms. I put 270 per week. Ballpark for the PITI, and this is just ballpark, just some sort of starting point. This is 20% down, 6% interest rate. Property tax here, homeowners insurance here. And I'll give you a copy of this so you can, dial it in better. But it is a starting point.
Yeah,
And
and
so
then
I
I sent.
rounded,
I don't know if you guys seen in the regular iMessage. I sent the video so
okay.
you guys can see. Just letting you know.
So 10 beds, this is what we're at the moment, just starting point of what it could cash flow potentially.
Hmm.
You'd want to dial in. So some of these expenses that are auto-populating based on a percentage of the revenue. So
Hmm.
like water, electric, all that, it's 14% of revenue. Um, you know, dig more into like that zip code, especially with the PadSplit rep, or you could investigate however you want, just identifying those expenses a little more closely. Accounting for vacancy, and then depending on how much or the quality of the home, like the roof, does it need new floors, cabinets, paint, that kind of stuff. But it is setting aside money each month from the revenue, and that's
Hmm.
how essentially we're getting all the way down to this potential cash flow of basically 1,200 bucks a month.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, let's see. You'd have closing costs, furniture, all that. So you're probably looking at more like it's a pretty penny if it is 20% down. So like that's the total cash on cash. So it is lower. So you would want to get, better terms on the down payment.
Hmm.
South Florida is hard, I'm not gonna lie. Um,
You might be able to get some,
it,
it's not going to change it too much, but you might be able to get some
mhm,
better interest terms with seller finance.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. It could.
And so, well, just for fun, we'll look real quick. If you're able to pull off 12 rooms, you could see how much it starts changing things for you. And that's why I
Mm-hmm.
like that we keep bringing up that floor plan so closely because
Mm-hmm.
you're pretty local to it, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's like 45 minutes away. So it's
Yeah.
not bad.
So I mean, if you're able to generate a floor plan, I think yesterday we talked about like QB Casa and there's a couple others where you could do it for free. And
Mm-hmm.
so that's I'll pull up the video you sent. But Luke, what are your thoughts so far? It's 10 rooms to 12. It makes a pretty big difference in the cash flow we just saw. Like it doubles it.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, just depends what your goals are, really. But if we can get to that 12, then you're much better off for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that 30, I mean, we have houses that are much less on the square footage side that we have, 10 bedrooms in. And so
Mm-hmm.
I think it could be done if the floor plans are laid out in the right way. We just need to see that more.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull up these videos real quick.
Yeah.
And we consider if you have 16, 17, 1800 square feet, we can definitely get 10 rooms in there.
Mm. Okay, so in this case, yeah, there's definitely
Mhm.
room.
All right, Lamel. So here I'm gonna screen share and show some of these videos that you just sent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, but that size, I'd focus on it now, just for now. Simplicity, just one of the triplexes, whether it's for you or an end buyer,
Mm-hmm.
it is a heftier lift in general. We'll keep digging into it too, because I may actually know someone if it pencils out that potentially would buy it. It need to be the right terms, but I do know a Florida buyer right now, a legit one.
Okay.
All right, so
Mm-hmm. So the video, I didn't take the video as a friend who went there at first. So that specific video is for the units that don't have the separation, the triplets that
okay,
don't have separation. So as you can see, it's running as a sober living right now. There's two in that bedroom. That's like a washer and dryer area. Um, she, she didn't want to get any of the people that were there, so that's the second
all right, I'm gonna
bedroom.
jump to the next. I can kind of hear you. It just the video's so loud that I have to
Oh,
mute it a little more.
Oh yeah, we
yeah.
don't we don't hear the video. It's
Oh,
okay
okay.
though. It's okay though.
And did you say the roof was around 10 years old? Is that what you had mentioned?
I think the roof needs to honestly be replaced. So there's a few, I'll say, cosmetic things that need to be done. It's not major, but the roof is definitely that needs to be replaced. And then yeah, that's the main thing. It's not in bad condition, but it's old, so
It needs love. Okay.
yeah.
So that just kind of speaking out loud, that will influence the end buyer too, right? Because
Mhm.
they'll need, in order to get a regular loan, they need insurance. In order
Exactly.
to get insurance, I'm sure you're well aware how picky Florida insurance is about roofs.
Yeah, that's what I was just telling him, that he wants these numbers, but there's a lot of things that you got to also factor in that, as you can see, need some cosmetic repairs and, just to make things look a lot more nicer, for the most part. Um, but yeah, he's just had it, he did the basic stuff like keep the AC in good condition, any of the major other things that needed to be done. But besides that, he didn't really take care of the cosmetic side of things. So some fresh paint, and could go a long way.
Do
And
you think
Trying to,
the sales price, and it's just because I don't know the area, so you guys are the experts here, is that sales price based on like a true comp of a similar property, or is it based on like more of like an NOI basis where he knows what it's bringing in based on the sober living?
he knows what's bringing in based on the sober living. So because of that, he's like, hey, that's why he's also wanting a higher number. The thing is though, it's that the I was telling him that not every buyer who take it over would probably want to do the same thing.
That's
So
right.
because
Yeah,
you can't factor that in for every buyer, it's just not, a right thing to do just because it's not everyone's gonna do that. It takes a
exactly.
specific type of
100%.
people to do that. In this video, it's just not. This was a bad
Yeah,
she
his
got it
video.
buyer
upside
pool
down.
is much smaller.
Yeah. I think there was one more. I think it was like the ending video. These videos were too good.
And Dustin, with that 225 number that you put into the calculator for basically the cash injection, was that including uh, what it would cost for the renovations and everything? I just don't remember.
It was like a cosmetic at best.
Yeah.
So that last video was a 1-1. That specific one was a one bedroom, one bath. This is the other side, where wait, I think this is a three. I think this is a 3-1.
Is it operating legally or illegally?
Legally. She has her license and everything. Um,
And what is the main motive for her selling?
well, there's the business owner side, and then there's the owner. So she's saying that the reason why she's willing to sell the business is to help him sell the property. She doesn't mind opening up a new one. She doesn't have issues. I just closed on a property with her in Port St. Lucie. Um,
Hmm.
and she got it fully rented out instantly by the day we closed. I was like, how did you do that? So she's like very connected in the space. So that's why I was trying to learn that side, and then I have a few people who would probably work with me to get things up and running and managing. So and that's
Yeah,
why there's that side. But for her, she's just not. She's just trying to help him sell the property. She's done it before with other units, where the owner wants a higher number than what's needed. So she would sell the actual business with it in order to make it more appealing for someone to want to take it over. But besides that, she makes great money there. And it's not really a need for her to do it, but yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
is there a world where you could buy the property and let her continue? You just become the owner, or is it that you really want to get into the business
Well,
side of it?
I it's I did think about that, and we're trying to figure out if the numbers make sense, but honestly, I just have to think about that more. I do want to learn more about sober living on that side as well, just because, if I want to have more exit strategies, it's a good thing to learn maybe. I'm just trying to, figure things out still though, for the most part.
Yeah, I think Lamelda, if you could, I know we spoke some of it yesterday, but if you could get, I mean, the floor plan would be huge. I think that's kind of it's the keystone that we need at the moment.
Mm. That
Um,
allows us to figure out if and where more bedrooms can be added to get to the right
mhm.
place to make it make
Um,
sense for pad split or other co-living other than sober living.
so you said that website, I was just actually looking at it this morning. Curve cubic.
QB, it's
Yeah, QB
it's
Casa.
QBI.casa.
You said this is this the free one, or like how does it work again?
I haven't had to use it much. I I think I've used it once or twice, but it was like almost 2 years ago. It's essentially it's an app. Then you walk a house with the app open, and it kind of I think it guides you and it creates the floor plan. So you're
Okay.
walking it live.
Mm,
Based
okay.
on their website pricing, you can get just a basic drawing floor plan for free. And then if you
Oh,
wanted to pay for 2D, 3D different types of floor plans, more interactive, then you can pay for those. But
okay. Yeah. All right. I'll do that. I'll look into that. I know that the county, but it show. I guess it's not really a floor plan of how the property looks. But yeah, I'll look into that specifically to get a better idea. But I know that the common areas that are there, there's a lot of space, so definitely more rooms could be put there. Maybe an extra
Yeah.
bathroom too, as well. So um, yeah, thanks for the help. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Whether you're in general, whether you sold it retail, wholesale it,
Hmm.
um, you found a buyer, negotiated equity, like pretty much any of it. If you have that floor plan though, it's gonna be like 10 times easier for you to move it with
Hmm.
this type of buyer because then they can really, really dig. Otherwise, it is more speculative.
It's hard to put
Um,
things in. Okay.
but yeah, I mean, it has 3 bathrooms. I mean, you could technically pull off a 12-3. Ideally,
Three.
if possible, adding a bathroom, 12-4. Um, but I mean, I think it's worth digging into. It's
Mhm.
and I mean, Luke and I don't say that lightly. Like, we don't like if it's bad, like we have no holdback on telling you.
Yeah.
But I think it's I'd want to find out more. Like, is it? I saw all the tanks in the back, just kind of confirming how the is it all electric? Is there some sort of gas? Like, what's going on with the
I
utilities?
believe, yeah, I believe that side was with the tanks was for the ALF. I don't know why. They have
Okay,
the generator there as well, a big
yeah,
generator in the, so
in the
that's
yard, yeah.
yeah. So those were for
So
that.
propane.
Yeah.
Okay,
could
so
be
I mean, I think
backups.
yeah, digging into it a little more from that lens, and then because I mean, you saw 12 beds, um, 3 baths. I mean, in 12.4, it'd probably be even a little bit higher cash flow per month, and that is
Mhm.
once it's stabilized. Um, so I guess step one, floor plans. Step two, we'll look at the floor plans. We could document this if anything. We might turn this into like a little series, and then I could
Yeah,
share it later if you're cool with it.
that's
And
good.
then if it's still worth digging into after we look at the floor plans, then we could talk with the seller
Hmm.
and then start talking about with the seller how to structure some seller finance, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because there's what I've learned and noticed, there's 2 types of people open to seller finance. One looks at it as the lens of, oh, I'm afraid they're not going to make the payments and I'll have to foreclose on them. And then there's the other where it's a 180. They're like, I hope you don't make the payments because I'm going to keep your down payment and I'm going to get this house back.
Yeah.
They're
In his
usually
case,
not in the middle. They're
yeah,
like one is fear-based and the other's borderline predatory.
yeah.
So it's like,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, on his side, I know he's international. He lives in Belgium. And he invests all over the world. He buys real estate and all these things, but he's now retiring. So this is his last properties that he owns, and he's just trying to sell and it's just exit and just like, live, retire. So
hmm
that being said, it's more he doesn't want the headache of wanting to deal with, okay, first now I have to take back the property and be responsible for everything and then get my money back and all this different stuff. So it's just the headache he's trying to avoid.
yeah. Part of it
Yeah.
too is just showing a credible buyer.
Hmm.
Like if the buyer is able to show a healthy bank account, a healthy portfolio, like they're obviously in the world that they claim to be in.
Yeah, yeah,
It goes a long way with the
yeah.
seller.
That's true. Okay.
Are you
Well,
planning
cool, man.
on? We can talk about this more later, but
Hmm.
are you planning on capital raising, or how would you do the down payment and stuff?
That is why I reached out to Bobby. I'm just new to this side of everything. I've never honestly done any of this. I just have access to more deals. It's not this is there's one that I networking and found this one. There's another one that sixplex that I have in Fort Lauderdale that could be another deal. And then my team lead just got another one in I think Hollywood. And it's 12 units. But I'm just like, hey, if he gets more of these deals and the owners are willing to sell the finance, just let me know so then I can start bringing it to more buyers, seeing what I can do. So that's the current situation I'm in,
Yeah,
So
we
then
could
I'll
dig.
figure everything else out.
Yeah, if you know for certain that the sixplex is open as well, seller finance, and then we could do a deep dive like this as well. We would need the floor plans though to be most productive with it,
Yeah, yeah. I would say
but
quickly with that one, it's each unit is two ones. Um, and I literally we just did a lease on the last unit in there. So he's doing a long-term rental right now. But also he also wants a number price that's not I would say as reasonable. So seller
no.
finance he is willing to do as well. So maybe another day
Okay.
we can attack that one another
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
cool,
yeah.
man. Yeah, just hit us up in that group thread then
hmm
once
Yeah, I'll
ready
let
with
you guys
once you've
know.
got some floor plans. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that. So you said the best way to deal with it is probably going to the floor plan is just to get an idea of like how you could structure everything and break everything down, right?
Yeah, and then it's like seeing the bathroom orientation, ensuring because there every once in a while there's a bathroom that's nearly impossible to make shared. It's like
Mm,
so just ensuring that 9 times out of 10 we can turn it into a shared, all of them into shared bathrooms. Um, just confirming because then you need the two areas of egress as well. I've
hmm.
seen some ALFs where they're illegal and they have bedrooms like in the middle of the house, no windows or anything.
Oh yeah,
So we just want to make sure that we could have 12 and it's fully compliant.
fine. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I'll work on those and for all moving forward, I'll just make sure I have floor plans for all the deals that I have. So it makes it a lot easier for everybody. So
Yeah, man. Because it could be the agent too that walks it and you're like, hey, I need you to download this app. I need you to do XYZ. And then it gives you the floor plan without having to
yeah,
drive all the way out.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Okay. All right,
Okay,
thanks.
man.
Dustin, appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for jumping on with us.
Yeah,
All right. Have a
yeah,
good morning.
All right.
yeah.
Let's
Take
talk
care.
Good.
soon.
Happy New Year too.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.